They sing for the best. My reputation's never been worse, so you must like me for me.
From country darling to pop superstar, today we're talking about an artist who's squeaky clean and yet mildly controversial. From the beginning, today's artist gained legions of devoted fans and turned out near-perfect pop melodies. And while some critics deride her for what could have been seen as a limited set of lyrical themes, others have praised her for inspiring a new generation to pick up a real instrument, perform, and write original material. This is WatchMojo's The Story and the Songs. I'm your curator, Phoebe DeJeux, and today I'll take you on the musical journey of Taylor Swift. Now, before we look at what she made us do, I want to remind you that we love hearing from you. So if a factoid or a memory or even just a favorite lyric pops in your head, comments below.
He said the way my blue eyes shine, but those Georgia stars to shame that night. I said that's a lie.
And remember, this biography was originally published in 2015, so there's lots more Tay-Tay's accomplished.
Can't get enough music in your life? Then be sure to head over to Mojo Travels to see some great ways to satisfy both your inner audiophile and your wanderlust with our list of the top 10 music festivals around the world worth traveling to. Click the link below.
All right, now let's get out of the woods and shake it off. Here's part one, the story.
Here's a reason for the teardrops on my guitar. The only thing that keeps me wishing on a wishing star.
Taylor Allison Swift was born on December 13, 1989 in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania. By the age of 10, she was already learning to play the guitar and soon after began performing at local events in her hometown.
Taylor's earliest years were spent living on a Christmas tree farm.
When she was 14, her family moved to a Nashville suburb to help with her burgeoning career. There, she was eventually discovered and signed to country label Big Machine Records. Her first single was 2006's Tim McGraw, and the video for that song later won her a CMT Music Award.
Taylor not only signed a recording contract at a young age, she was also the youngest person ever to sign a publishing deal with Sony ATV, which was once co-owned by none other than Michael Jackson.
I hope you think my favorite song.
A few months later, her self-titled debut album hit #1 on the Billboard Top Country Albums chart. It spawned several successful singles, such as Teardrops on My Guitar and Our Song.
And he says, our song is a slam and scream door, sneaking alley, tapping on your window.
This was followed by a holiday compilation entitled Sounds of the Season, the Taylor Swift Holiday Collection, released late the next year. By mid-2008, Swift released her Beautiful Eyes EP. It debuted on the top spot of Billboard's Top Country Albums chart, right ahead of her first album, which was sitting in position #2.
As far as I'm concerned, you're just another picture to burn.
Swift's sophomore record, Fearless, came out in November 2008. Debuting at #1 on the Billboard 200, it ultimately became the best-selling album of 2009. Fearless's lead single, Love Story, was a crossover success as it became a hit on both the country and pop charts.
And I said, "Honey, you'll take me somewhere we can be alone."
The second single, White Horse, won 2 Grammy Awards and was accompanied by a music video that went straight to #1 via CMT's Top 20 Countdown.
Now it's too late for you and your white horse to come around.
The album's third single, You Belong With Me, was her biggest US hit.
Taylor was also the youngest person to win the Nashville Songwriters Association's Artist/Songwriter of the Year, which she won back in 2007.
You belong with me. You belong with me.
In 2009, Swift was recognized at the MTV Video Music Awards with a trophy for Best Female Video. However, her acceptance speech was interrupted by rapper Kanye West, who disagreed.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
As if 2009 wasn't busy enough for Swift, Fearless was re-released that year with 6 new songs, putting 8 of her tracks on the Billboard Hot 100 simultaneously.
'Cause when you're 15, somebody tells you they love you, you're gonna believe them.
Swift made her acting debut the next year in the movie Valentine's Day.
But then one night I was brushing out my hair when I got home, and I found this spit wad, but it was really a note, and it said, "What's up?" And I was like, that is so cute. And then I liked it.
The soundtrack of which also featured her song, Today Was a Fairy Tale. By October 2010, she was ready with album number 3, Speak Now. The positively reviewed effort debuted at number 1 on the US Billboard 200 and was completely written by Swift. Its first single was the song Mine.
I can see it now. Do you remember we were sitting there by the water? You put your arm around me for the first time.
Her genuine personality and the autobiographical nature of her songs have garnered Taylor Swift many fans. And if she continues to be as honest, ambitious, and determined with her career as she has been with her music, then surely her success will keep on growing.
And I can see it. I can see it.
And her success certainly has grown.
This is my first time walking up those stairs to accept a Grammy on national television. Thank you so much.
At the 52nd Annual Grammy Awards, with a total of 10 nominations, Swift took home 4 awards, including the Album of the Year for Fearless. After racking up the awards, Swift took some time to work on her 2012 album, Red.
I say I hate you, we break up, you call me, I love you.
With more of a pop sound than any of her previous work, Swift delivered arguably her best album yet, proving that she was more than a country girl with a guitar strapped to her shoulder.
I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever.
If We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together was just a step away from her country roots, I Knew You Were Trouble was a giant leap.
And he's long gone when he's next to me.
With a driving chorus towing the line between pop and EDM, this 2012 single was an aggressive statement from the forever troubled in love starlet.
Now I'm lying on the cold, hard ground. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Trouble, trouble.
Skip ahead 2 years, and Taylor Swift was dominating the charts once again.
I say I'm too late. Got nothing in my brain.
Her album titled 1989 sold 1.3 million copies within the first week alone, making her the first female solo artist to have 2 albums sell over 1 million copies in its first week of sales.
I'm dancing on my own. Dancing on my own. Make the moves up as I go. Moves up as I go.
The lead single, Shake It Off, skyrocketed to number 1 on the Billboard charts and held its spot at the top for 4 consecutive weeks.
I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off.
Her second single from 1989, Blank Space, ended up bumping Shake It Off as number 1 on the Billboard charts.
So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames.
Commenter Erica Hare says, I love Taylor Swift. Who agrees with me? Me, obviously.
You can tell me when it's over.
Proving she has a habit of creating catchy music and selling record after record, Swift won't be fading away too quickly.
We never go out of style. We never go out of style. I don't trust nobody, and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody, and nobody trusts me.
Say what you want about her, but if Tim McGraw arrived on the scene with a song called Taylor Swift, those careers would not follow parallel lines.
I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams.
But all joking aside, Ms. Swift has continued to dominate since we published this bio back in 2015, breaking even more records than she already had, and changing up her persona even more with her album Reputation. In fact, Taylor has built a career finding new ways to innovate and new people to collaborate with, and the results make it really difficult to nail down her 10 best songs.
'Cause she's dead.
Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
But of course, you know we did it anyway, back in 2015. Here's part 2, the songs.
Number 10, Red.
Loving him is like driving a million miles or riding down a dead-end street.
Stan Nation says she is really famous singer. She is, Stan, she is.
On the 5th single off her 4th studio album, Taylor Swift confronted the pure intensity of passionate love along with a few darker shades of blue.
Losing him was blue like I never known. Missing him was dark gray all alone.
With a Maserati reference taking hold of the first line, she set the tone for a wild ride through Pleasure Town with Roy G. Biv in the passenger seat.
Loving him was red. Oh, red.
Taylor reflected on love's mysteries, while the gentle beat allowed Swifties to get nifty with their air guitars. With a live performance music video and poignant lyrics, Red became a modern pop country classic.
Missing him was dark gray all alone. Forgetting him was black, trying to know somebody you never met. 'Cause loving him was red.
Cindy says, I don't know why, but Red seriously caught my heart more than any of her other songs.
Number 9. Shake It Off.
I say I'm too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say.
Players gonna play and haters gonna hate. With this poppy number, Taylor Swift wiped a little dirt off her shoulder and let everybody know that she ain't worried about all the internet trolls of the world.
'Cause the players gonna play, 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 play. And the haters gonna hate, 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 baby. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off.
In the hilarious music video, Taylor boasts a Beyoncé level of booty shaking and offered up some of the most amusing ballerina dancing the world has ever seen.
Shake it off, shake it off. I shake it off, shake it off.
Truly a triple threat, Miss Swift reached number 1 on the charts with Shake It Off and transformed the public smack talk into yet another hit.
I shake it off, I shake it off, I shake it off, I shake it off, I shake it off.
Number 8. Teardrops on My Guitar.
Drew looks at me. I fake a smile so he won't see.
With a title reminiscent of a classic George Harrison hit and a story of unrequited love, Taylor Swift's second career single had fans reaching for tissue boxes.
He's the reason for the teardrops on my guitar.
Based on a real-life experience, Teardrops on My Guitar explored themes of insecurity and love, while the heartbreaker of a music video projected Swift's image into pop culture.
And there he goes, so perfectly. The kind of flawless I wish I could be.
By addressing her own inner heartache, Taylor Swift helped young teeny boppers transform their awkwardness into confident smiles. The track became a country hit and also introduced Swift to a more mainstream audience.
And he's all that I need to fall into.
Number 7. Mine.
You were in college working part-time, waiting tables. Left a small town, never looked back.
This gentle jam kicked off Taylor Swift's third album and touched the hearts of love-struck listeners.
Do you remember we were sitting there by the water? You put your arm around me for the first time.
With lyrics reflecting the vulnerability of young lovers, Swift connected with basically everybody that has a human heart.
You made a rebel of a careless man's careful daughter. You are the best thing that's ever been mine.
The music video won CMT's Video of the Year award, which featured a couple's ascent to marriage bliss, while the track itself was ultimately covered by the television phenomenon known as Glee.
You said I'll never leave you alone.
Even Maroon 5 has performed this song live on stage, thus spreading Taylor's poetic words across the universe. Number 6. Blank Space.
Nice to meet you where you been. I could show you incredible things.
After the enormous success of Shake It Off, Taylor Swift accomplished the impossible by replacing herself at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, the first woman ever to do so.
I can make the bad guys good for a weekend. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames.
Tinged with sharp but lovable lyrics, Blank Space highlighted Swift's public image and poked fun at a history of broken relationships.
Screaming, crying, perfect storms. I can make all the tables
Taylor enlisted famed music video director Joseph Kahn for the playful video and allowed herself to let loose and get her crazy on.
Don't say I didn't warn ya. So it's gonna be forever.
Self-aware and lyrically refined, Blank Space became an electro-pop anthem.
Got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane. 'Cause you know I love the players and you love the game.
Number 5. Back to December.
I'm so glad you made time to see me.
Michael Snow says, I want to be her boyfriend so she can write a song about me when we break up. I already asked her out, she's taken.
How's life? Tell me, how's your family?
Draped in a country sound, this love song had Taylor Swift apologizing to a former flame.
So this is me swallowing my pride, standing in front of you, saying I'm sorry for that night.
Lyrically, she reminisces on the good old days and owns up to her mistakes. By going back to December, Taylor brought fans on a journey through self-discovery and reminded that some of life's greatest joys are often taken for granted.
I go back in time and change it, but I can't.
With a more adult take on romance, the track helped Taylor leave her innocence behind and transition into a true pop star.
I go back to December, turn around and change my own mind. I go back to December all the time.
Number 4. We are never ever getting back together.
I remember when we broke up the first time, saying this is it, I've had enough.
You might say that Taylor Swift took a rather blunt approach for this musical zinger. By delivering a message to some unfortunate fellow through the title alone, Swift went on to release a quirky music video which further proved her point.
We are never, ever, ever, ever getting back together.
We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together earned Taylor her first Billboard #1, and Rolling Stone ranked it as the #2 song of the year.
I used to think that we were forever, ever, and I...
So, who is the song actually about? Could it be actor Jake Gyllenhaal? We may never know.
No! We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together.
Number 3. I Knew You Were Trouble.
Once upon a time, a few mistakes ago, I was in your sights, you got me alone.
Taylor Swift, the new diva of dubstep? As the third single from her 4th studio album, I Knew You Were Trouble took aim at the age-old theme of a good girl falling in love with a bad boy.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now, blew me to places I've never been. Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground.
The cinematic scope of the music video led to a win at the MTV Music Awards, and Swift's lyrical game along with her new sound impressed critics.
And the saddest fear comes creeping in, that you never loved me or her.
Always ready to try something new, Swift elevated her pop game with this chart-topping success.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Trouble, trouble, trouble.
Number 2. You Belong With Me.
You're on the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset.
It was the song that inspired the infamous Kanye West stage bomb and became one of the biggest crossover hits of the decade.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Thanks to a pop-friendly beat and endearing music video, You Belong With Me reached audiences of all ages and announced Taylor Swift as the next darling of pop music.
So why can't you see you belong with me?
She famously won the MTV Video Music Award for Best Female Video, and Al Yankovic later released a parody named TMZ.
You're on TMZ.
This chartbuster was hard to ignore, but is certainly easy to enjoy.
Just maybe you belong with me.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Our song is a slam and scream door, sneaking alley, tapping on your window.
Tim McGraw may have made her famous, but his wife Faith Hill, along with Shania Twain, were far bigger influences on her.
Number 1. Love Story.
We were both young when I first saw you.
Snowhazer says, Taylor Swift have too many good songs. Top 10 is not even enough. I love Sparks Fly from Taylor Swift as well. Sounds awesome. Woo! Taylor Swift have so many good songs.
Inspired by the tale of Romeo and Juliet, Taylor Swift took a classical approach for her second album's lead single and captured the essence of what it means to be in love.
That you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said stay away from Juliet.
By writing her own lyrics, Swift caught the attention of critics, and her commercial looks made the video a favorite amongst young viewers.
And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all there's left to do is run.
Love Story originated when Taylor's family didn't necessarily embrace a potential boyfriend, and the experience led to one of the best-selling singles of all time.
It's a love story, baby, just say yes.
A country and pop hybrid, the song showcases what Taylor does best.
Ring and said, marry me, Juliet, you never have to be alone. I love you. And big reputation, big reputation. Oh, you and me, we got big reputations.
So how did we do? Did we get the right songs but in the wrong order? Does everything check out? Let us know. That's why we don't lock the comments. But don't forget, this video was originally published back in 2015.
And I heard about you. Oh, you like the bad ones too?
Now, if you're jonesing for more Tay-Tay, well, check out some of our past videos. We have top 10 underrated Taylor Swift songs, top 10 Taylor Swift musical performances, Taylor Swift songs about exes, top 10 guys that Taylor Swift has dated, oh, and top 10 Taylor Swift collaborations, of course.
You hold me down and I protect you with my life.
I don't wanna touch you. I don't wanna.
But now, before you go calling it what you want, I have one question. Country Taylor or Pop Taylor? All right, guys, that's it for today. Until next time, I'm Phoebe Duja, and this is The Story and the Songs.
Wanna hurt you. I just wanna be drinking on the beach with you all over me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.